So I want to talk about the merits of mixing with headphones. Now, I discussed earlier that I use the Sennheiser HD650. When I did some Googling for the best headphones, these came up quite a lot. I'm not saying they're the best ones, but they're certainly very good. Now you can see that they're open-backed headphones, which means that they're not suitable for recording vocals because there's too much bleed from the headphone, but they are rather good for mixing with. Various reasons. The frequency response is great because they are open back. They're a bit more natural sounding. The frequency response goes quite low. They're also very comfortable because of the size and the nice padding, and they just sound really great. And you can wear them all day, and you don't get any sort of any pain or discomfort or anything. They're great. Now, the desire is to actually sometimes want to mix the whole thing on these headphones, which is great. You can get some decent results, but I would always advise to not only mix on headphones, but always check on your monitors as well as you go along. A few reasons. When you're mixing with headphones and you're panning, for instance, pans can seem very extreme in headphones, very left, very right. Whereas in the real world, they're not naturally like that. If you think about your ears, the placement of your ears, if a sound comes from over the left, the right ear naturally picks up some of that sound as well, so it doesn't sound so far over there. Whereas with headphones on, your ears are actually blocked off either side, so if a sound comes from the left, the right ear isn't picking that up, so the pans can sound very extreme either side. Okay, so that's one thing to bear in mind. Also, reverbs can sound very swampy. The mixers can sound a little not so clear. Also, as well, these headphones, I find that their frequency response in the top end isn't quite as real as it should be. So I tend to mix with more treble on with these headphones, which isn't obviously a good thing. They can sound great in the headphones, but then as soon as I take the headphones off and listen in the speakers and listen elsewhere, the treble is very, very hyped because I'm not hearing as much treble with these. So you've got to bear in mind the limitations of the headphones. So it's always good to check on both. Headphones are obviously great for mixing when you can't make too much noise and you've got neighbors and you might live in a little, you might be working in a bedroom. Also, as well, as I mentioned before, if you're not in a very, well-treated, acoustically treated room, it's great to use headphones. But as I said, always, reference on speakers as well, whenever you can. So it's good to use a combination of both, which is what I will be doing. Well, I'm going to be mainly using headphones for the course because of the way that we record it, but I'll also be checking on the speakers as we go along as well.